Welcome back to the Sailor Jerry Rampage at Remington Park Casino in Oklahoma City. Tonight's bouts brought to you by Tecate Light. Our bout tonight is 5 minute rounds pro MMA. Ringside, Emmanuel Rivera joins us. And Emmanuel, tell us what we should expect in this fight between Tanner Hickey and Ron Wetselline.
Well, first of all, I like that all the fights, all the pro cards are 5 minute rounds. So that's awesome. Hickey versus Wetselline.
A lot of action, yeah.
Yeah, this is a lot of action. Hickey and Wetselline, man, Hickey is actually part of TKO management, which is the same manager that manages me, Julia Avila, Christina Williams, Gerald Harris. So this guy is, I know that TKO only likes to pick up guys that are good, genuine guys and have talent. So Hickey's definitely a guy that we saw last time, has a lot of talent, but he did have a loss, so I know he comes back and he's going to try to get, put this hurt on Wetselline.
Tanner Hickey going for his second win in the cage. Wetselline going for his first win. Wetselline trains with one of the HD champions, lightweight champ, Manuel the Dragon Muro. What should we expect from him? How hungry is this guy?
I think he's going to be really hungry. I mean, you got to be after taking a loss. I mean, once you take a loss, you have to kind of reinvent yourself, figure out what went wrong, and then come back and show it.
Both fighters are in the cage. Let's send it up for introductions to the formidable Gerald Whalen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we return to the action here at Remington Park. This bout is proudly brought to you by Mud Misfits and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at an official 145 pounds. 170 pounds from Anadarko, Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, Wetselline. And his opponent, across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at an official 170 pounds. From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, ladies and gentlemen, Tanner Hickey. We go to Mark Carter for your instructions.
We've been here before. We've been over the road. Let's fight hard, fight fair. These lessons, let's go.
This is our first pro bout of the night. Tanner Hickey in the black and white trunks fighting out of the red corner. Ron Wetselline in the blue and black trunks fighting out of the blue. And Emmanuel Rivera, did you see the look of determination on Tanner Hickey's face during referee's instructions?
Well, that's funny you say that because I was actually going to mention that. He is super focused, like I said, and this is the way he should be after coming off a loss. He's well prepared, you can tell. He's focused, so we're looking to put it on Wetselline.
Very intimidating stare in instructions, and he comes out throwing hard shots, trying to pin Wetselline against the cage. He's got him tied up, but as he was coming in, he was throwing bombs right out of the bat. Is that a good idea, or is it better to get a gauge of the fighter, work off the jab, get a sense of the cage first?
Again, that's probably the difference with the pro and the amateurs. I know these guys are pros, but they don't have very much experience yet. So I think that's part of the learning process. In my opinion, I always like to take my time to see gauge distance. Nice. Wetselline just got a takedown
nice
on Hickey. Very nice.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
he worked a single leg with his legs. You don't see that very often. It's a nice move.
Yeah, that was nice. But, yeah, I always like to pace myself and then figure things out before we do that. Then you get caught in situations like this. I don't think he wanted to do this, especially knowing that Wetselline has a wrestling background.
Yeah, that wrestling background has become apparent right off the bat as Wetselline is controlling from top mount as Hickey tries to turn out, but really seems trapped. Not a whole lot of action. I wonder at this point, unless something happens, whether the referee's going to stand them back up.
Yeah, Wetselline has to move and try to pass to be able to not let the referee stand him up. Hickey's doing a great job trying to get up, but now Wetselline takes his back and is going to try to take advantage of him. The thing that's saving him right now, that's saving Hickey right now, is the cage from Wetselline getting the other hook. So he's doing the right thing, trying to sit on that hip and trying to put that cage or that hip on that cage. Now he has to work, trying to try to get up on that leg and try to work his way up. But Wetselline has that leg locked, and now he's throwing bombs right to his head, and it looks like he had his arm trapped too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Wetselline has total wrist control, holding Hickey's left hand with his right in a position that where he couldn't guard from those left hooks coming from back mount. Bad position to be in.
But now he's standing up and trying to get that takedown. Hickey has to get his base heavy and try to work those wrists, and try to get Wetselline to let go of those hands. That's going to be the key. Wrist control, wrist control, wrist control.
Now, watching these guys and knowing you have significantly more professional experience than they do, what would you be doing differently at this point if you were Tanner Hickey? It looks like he made a good move there, but he didn't get control. Yeah,
I mean, you would have to shift your hips towards Wetselline and try to get that wrist control, but he did a good job trying to go for a Kimura, I believe. He used it as a reverse, and now he lands on top, and he's looking to do the same thing now that he did, that Wesley did to Hickey.
You know, this fight the exact opposite of our main event in the amateur division, where it was almost entirely stand-up. This fight has been almost exclusively either on the ground or tied up against the cage.
From what I see, Wetselline has obviously a wrestling background, as we have here, and Hickey has a good grappling background. So, we don't expect to see a whole bunch of. Sometimes those fights either stay standing up, or then you see just pure grappling, right? They don't want to cancel each other out, so they'll stay standing and test those waters. But right now, they're not testing those waters. They're looking to just stay on the ground and work on the ground.
And when you have a fighter like Wetselline who has an extensive wrestling background, and someone like Hickey, who I don't know well, but I'm assuming does not have nearly the wrestling background that Wetselline does, how does a guy like Tanner Hickey make up for years of elementary school, junior high, high school, and even college wrestling experience in just a short amount of time if he's coming from one of the other disciplines?
It's very hard. It's very hard to try to out-wrestle a guy that's been doing it a long time, right? Trying to strike a guy that's been doing it a long time. It's hard, but not impossible. There's certain little moves that you can do with your hips. Shift your hips here, shift your hips 2 inches here, and you can control a wrestler once he's on his back. He's doing a great job controlling him. The thing is, he had it earlier was he has to worry about Wetselline trying to get the takedown on him. So that's the biggest thing. If he can keep Wetselline on his back, wrestlers do not like to be on their back. He can do damage from here. But again, Wetselline's doing a good job.
The natural instinct is to get off the back.
Exactly. Right. Wetselline's doing good though, trying to get get on that cage, use that cage to get up. We're using that wizard. Now they're going to try to fight for position here, and we got 10 seconds left.
Trying working their way into stand-up here as we come to the end of round one. We're going to have round two coming up next. Welcome back to the Sailor Jerry Rampage at Remington. MMA action at Remington Park Casino in Oklahoma City. Tonight's action brought to you by Tecate Light. I'm Andrew Spino, joined cage side with Emmanuel Rivera. Emmanuel, how did you score round number one?
It was kind of a tough round, but I think Hickey got the best of it just for the fact that he was controlling at the end of the round. It was a pretty close fight up until then. I think the judges, the judges like to see the domination at the end. They like to see who's doing the work at the end. So I think Hickey might be able to pull off that first round, but I think he's making a mistake trying to grapple with Wetselline. Westline's chin flies up pretty bad. So if Hickey was, if I was at Hickey's corner, I would be telling him to keep it standing, and I think Hickey has the better stand-up. So, but again, here he goes. He might be getting caught in the arm bar.
Go for the arm bar. Hickey protecting his own arm, wrapped his right around his left. But man, does Wetselline look strong. But look at Hickey. He might be in a good position here to lift and pound.
He needs to stack all his weight on top of Wetselline to be able to get out of here. Wetselline has it tight and is looking to extend to be able to finish it.
Frankly, I think Wetselline's such a stronger fighter that ends it. And Tanner Hickey, a loss by armbar here in round two, and Ron Wetselline getting his first win in inside the cage. We're going to have the official time when we come back. Ron Wetselline getting his first victory in the cage as a pro. Let's get the official time by sending it up to the wondrous Gerald Whalen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout proudly brought to you by Mud Misfits. Ends at 1 minute and 27 seconds into the second round. Your winner by tap out armbar. Out of the blue corner, Ronald Wetselline.
Ron Wetselline wins by an armbar. Tanner Hickey tapping out in round number 2. We have a lot of great fights still coming up, including our main event, Derek A-Game Adkins versus Codale Crunch Time Ford. That is still ahead. We'll be right back.